welcome to another edition of the Nightly News. I'm Chris Lee here with Arizona, Big John's Texas Barbecue, and the Page Public Library. Without them, we wouldn't be able to get you guys the news in real time. And a big shout out to you guys. Thank you for being here, and thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing on all of these videos. We really do appreciate it. Renee says, hello, Renee. Good to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. We appreciate it. All right, it has been one windy day today, and there's more to come, but we'll get to that in just a few minutes, guys. All right, in some local news today. Yesterday, the Bureau of Land Management's Arizona Strip Field Office closed the Virgin River Canyon Recreation Area campground to complete much-needed renovations of the restrooms and other infrastructure to ensure visitor safety. The area, which is commonly known as Cedar Pockets, is located in Mojave County, Arizona, within the Virgin River Gorge, and is approximately 20 miles southwest of St. George, Utah. According to the press release, the closure is coinciding with the time of year when visitation to the area begins to decline. BLM expects the renovations to be completed and the area to reopen August 31st of this year. BLM is providing refunds for campers who prepaid camping fees beyond April 7th of this year. To receive a refund, visitors must go into the Arizona Strip Field Office in St. George to verify payment and initiate the refund process. The site will continue to be patrolled by Mojave County sheriffs, BLM law enforcement, and staff throughout the closure. The closure does not apply to contractors, law enforcement, or other agencies related to the renovations or activities associated with the management of public lands and natural resources. Let's see. Michael says, good evening, Chris. Good evening. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. And thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing on all of these videos. We really do appreciate it. Moving on to some state news. The Colorado River Drought Plan. Congress has approved the Colorado River Drought Contingency Plan. The plan, which was unanimously passed by both the House and Senate yesterday, will address the water supply of the Colorado River, which serves an estimated 40 million people in the western portion of the United States. Mexico has agreed to store water in Lake Mead if the bill is approved by April 22nd. To expedite the passage of the agreement and to avoid procedural hurdles, the House approved the bill by a voice vote. The bill now heads to President Donald Trump for his approval. Let's see. Janine says, howdy, Chris, and everyone else. Good to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. We appreciate that. All right, moving on to some other news here. The Youth Minimum Wage Bill. Monday, the Senate Rules Committee decided that the Voter Protection Act applies to a proposed bill that would allow lower minimum wages to be paid for young workers attending school. This move essentially kills the proposal. The decision was based on the conclusion of the panel's attorney that the bill would amend two voter-approved laws to create and raise Arizona's minimum wage. The Voter Protection Act requires that for the state legislature to amend or repeal any voter-approved initiative, there must be a 3/4 vote of both the House and the Senate. The bill barely passed the House prior to this decision, passing 31-29 along party lines. The bill would now need votes from 23 of the 30 senators. However, multiple senators have expressed opposition to the bill, possibly leaving it short of the 3/4 votes needed for approval. We covered that story earlier on in the year, where they were trying to lower those minimum wages. Let me check the comments real quick. Let's see. Dustin says, good evening from Lakeside. Good evening, Lakeside and Dustin. Thank you for being here. We do appreciate it. And Andrea says, hi. Hi, Andrea. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, let's go ahead and move on into some other news. Utah weather. The cold front that is moving into the system is expected to bring with it some snow to the higher elevations in Flagstaff and southern Utah. A winter storm warning went into effect starting at 6 p.m. Mountain Time tonight for areas throughout southern Utah until 10 a.m. Mountain Time Thursday, primarily in the mountainous areas of Garfield, Iron, and Washington counties. High winds are also expected to impact a large portion of the state today and tomorrow, and here as well. The National Weather Service is estimating snow accumulations between 6 and 12 inches and winds gusting as high as 55 miles per hour throughout the affected areas. I believe Colorado is also being affected once again. They're calling it one of those bomb cyclones. The one that happened earlier in the year did drop a lot of snow, so be aware that is in the forecast for those higher elevations out there. All right, we do have a few things before we move on to the weather tonight, guys. Let's go ahead and get into that. The Page 4-H fundraiser, the local 4-H club, has teamed up with Lake Powell Ford to help raise funds for their club. For every test drive taken on behalf of 4-H starting Thursday this week, Lake Powell Ford will donate $10. For every vehicle purchased during the same time on behalf of 4-H, Lake Powell Ford will donate an additional $100. All you have to do is tell the sales rep that you are there to support the local 4-H and take a test drive. No other commitment is required. So get out there, get a test drive, and have some fun, and donate to your local 4-H club. The dates of the event are Thursday, April 11th, Friday, April 12th, and Saturday, April 13th. The 4-H club will be having an event at Lake Powell Ford on Saturday as well. So they say here, come on out and support the local 4-H club. All right, also coming up here, let's see. Oh, Carrie says, good evening. Good evening, Carrie. Good to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. All right, also coming up here from Coconino Community College is the Better Service Series. It's brought to you by Coconino Community College, 89 Forward, and the Page Chamber of Commerce. They are hosting a two-part series designed to help businesses, staff, management, and those that are curious learn and gain a better understanding of some of the cultures that are here in Page and those that visit the Page area. The first in the series is on April 11th, and special guests will be discussing the Navajo and Asian cultures. The second series will take place on April 18th and will cover European cultures and other cultures around the world. Both events are free, open to the public, and will be held at Coconino College in room A1. Both run from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. All right, let's see what else we have here for you tonight. Don't forget the Easter egg hunt is coming up on April 13th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Page Sports Complex. And let's see what else we have here. There is also an Easter egg hunt at Ken's Tours. Let's see, it says here, mark your calendars. Ken's Tours Lower Antelope Canyon will be hosting their second annual Easter event on Saturday, April 20th from 9 a.m. till noon. Also coming up, let's see, on Monday the 15th at 4 p.m., there will be a meeting at the Page Chamber of Commerce to discuss starting a circular shuttle to connect travel partners, accommodations, and attractions within the Page area with National Park Express. It says here, come get your voices heard. It is estimated the meeting will take around 45 minutes and light refreshments will be served. Pardon me. All right, let's go ahead and jump on to the interesting. The weather tonight. Let's see what we have coming up here. We are still under a windstorm advisory, and it's going to be going on quite a while, I believe. Let me go ahead and see if I can't get this to work for you guys. Give me just a second. Do as I say, computer. Do as I say. Maybe. It's thinking about it. Oh, not a good thing. Maybe. Oh, it's thinking about it. Right, I love technical difficulties when the wind comes out here in Page, Arizona and messes everything up. Oh, we gotta love it. All right, so as we were just talking about moments ago, the windstorm that is going on. There we are. Let's go ahead and transfer that over for you. Tonight, a low of 49 degrees as that cold front moves through. You can see down here on this lower level, that is the wind levels. Fluctuating from 20 miles an hour, dropping down a little bit overnight, but picking back up again to 25 miles an hour. And those are sustained throughout tomorrow. That does not include the gusts. Tomorrow, a high of only 56 degrees out there. So that temperature is going to be dropping with a low of 43. On Thursday, a high of 61 with a low of 42 and partly cloudy. And on Friday, a high of only 59 degrees with a low of 40. That windstorm is kicking on through the region. Let's go ahead and check on that for you. It says here, wind continues Wednesday. This is from the National Weather Service in Flagstaff, Arizona. It says the strongest winds are going to be in southern Apache County near the Arizona-New Mexico border with gusts of 45 to 50 miles per hour. Here in Page, we're looking at gusts of, or sustained winds of around 20-25 with gusts peaking over 39 miles per hour. So do be aware of that. It is going to be windy again tomorrow, guys. We check the comments before we move on. All right, looks like we are caught up on those. All right, let's go ahead and jump onto the local calendar of events. Don't forget, if you guys are missing any of the events that are going on here around the Page area, we do have them at lakepowellnews.com on our local calendar of events. And if you have any events that are coming up you want to let us know about, just send us an email. All right, today is the 9th. Lois is out at a meeting right now for you guys. That is the Economic Development Advisory Board meeting. That is going on until 7 o'clock. It started at 5:30. Lois is out there getting all that information for you guys. And let's see, tomorrow we have 10 a.m. DVD exercises over at the community center. Also at 10 a.m. is baby playtime over at the Page Public Library. At 10:45 a.m. over at the library is story time. Let's see what else we have. At 2 p.m. over at the community center is craft class. Let's see, Cocapella painting. At 3 p.m. is kids yoga with Elena over at the Page Public Library. At 5 p.m. is an adult class, hand lettering, over at the library. Also at 5 p.m. is when the city council work session begins for the budget. They are doing all kinds of budget things right now, and that is starting at 5 o'clock tomorrow, which means no news tomorrow night as we cover that live, so make sure to tune in for that. At 6:15 p.m. tomorrow night, we do have Zumba over at the community center, and at 6:30 is the city council's regular scheduled meeting, which we will also be covering for you guys. So we will see you on that one. Let me go ahead and check over here in the comments. Connie says, good old Page, wind blowing, stray garbage in my yard. Yes, that is unfortunately what happens during these windstorms. It's either really hot, really cold, or really windy here in Page, Arizona. And let's see, Kathy says, darn, got here late again. It happens, Kathy. It's all right. Thanks for joining us anyway, and thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing. Don't forget, you can always rewatch these episodes of the news, either here on Facebook or on YouTube. Let's see, Lori says, howdy, Lori. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We do appreciate it. All right, guys, that is all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for being here. Thanks for liking, commenting, and sharing, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on The Morning Cup. Until then.